Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Today, my mum would have been 75, so I want to say happy birthday to my mum. And today's podcast episode is all about laughing more, enjoying life, having fun, and making memories, because that is what we're here to do. Yes, we need to earn money in order to obviously pay bills and have food and have clothes and a roof over our head, but it is all about having adventure. It's all about making memories. It's all about showing up to your life. Because you've probably heard me say this before, but if not, I'm going to say it. We are not here to work 40 hours a week for 40 years, get a watch and die. We're not here for that, okay? So I know you feel better when you're laughing. You know, those proper belly laugh moments that your stomach's aching because you're like, no, stop. And it could be someone in your life, or it could be actually you watching a comedian, you know what I mean, and it's just so funny. And I don't know about you, but with some comedians that I like, I know the sketches, so if someone says something to me, it reminds me of a sketch that I've seen and I just start laughing or smiling, you know. And it's better to smile than frown. It's absolutely amazing when you're laughing, and that is absolutely incredible when you can laugh every day, when you can smile every day, when you can be full of joy. Okay, it really has a whole different frequency and vibration to your life. You feel good, your aura is different, your energy changes and everything else. And it's really great to have fun as well, instead of just bimbling along life, being fed up and negative and all of this. So have a look around your local town, village, county, state, or even in your country, of some fun things that you can do to make memories, show up to your life, stuff that makes you laugh. I'm going to share with you some examples as well, and stuff that you can do to have adventures with your life. You know, my mum was a big advocate for travel, and so am I, and she didn't think twice about just solo travelling over to Jamaica, and she went on the Cool Runnings ride, which was amazing. Have you seen the film? I love the film, and I'm like, rah. She sent me a photo as well, which I've got on my phone too, and I'm like, that's incredible. You know, she went to Bob Marley's house, she swam with dolphins, she has been to Kenya, she's been all over the place, and you know, the photos that she's got are brilliant. But the one thing I'll say is that she's always behind the camera. And it's like, no, you need to be in front of the camera, you know. So take that little tip from me to you. Be in front of the camera as well, even if it's selfies, but ask people. Don't be kind of embarrassed. Just ask people, say, excuse me, hi, can you take a photo of me if that's okay? Whatever it is, so that you've got the memories for yourself, you know. But, you know, there's a few things that I've done that are absolutely incredible. So a couple of weeks ago, I went axe throwing. Yes, axe throwing. That was hilarious. It's so funny. Like, the lady was teaching us first how to do everything, and then like there's two different ways you can throw an axe. So it's with two hands or one hand. Well, I couldn't do the one hand in any way, shape or form, so two hands for me. But it took a while to actually get, and then 9 times out of 10 it ended up on the floor anyway, but it was really good fun. But before that, we actually went crazy golf, and honestly, I didn't even like, when you go crazy golf, right, you get a bit of paper and a pencil to write down your score. Yeah, there's no point, because with me it's like 8, 9 and I still couldn't get it, like, you know what I mean. It was just, and I was just laughing the entire night. I was just absolutely laughing my head off. It was just so funny. And that's the thing, finding those moments that you're not being serious, that you're actually having fun, you're laughing at yourself, you're just not getting the stress on. It's like just whatever, you know, because it is all about showing up to your life and having fun and enjoyment, you know. I've actually been in a hot air balloon. I actually bought it as a gift for my mum before she passed away, but she was too ill to go on it. So we had to rearrange another date. And so my mum had passed away at that point. So my daughter Phoebe and I went up in the hot air balloon. And I'm not a big advocate for falling. It's not necessarily the heights, it's the falling aspect of things. But it was just like floating as you were coming off the ground. Didn't even know we were off the ground. Phoebe had to say, Mum, we're taking off, like, you know, it's not like an aeroplane, but it's like, you know, floating off. I mean, that was incredible. We've been to the Friends Fest. That is super cool. That's like being on set and having photos done, and it's just brilliant. Harry Potter in the Forest, Harry Potter World down in London, the Warner Brothers Studios, you know, things like that, but also other things, you know, like walking along the beach, taking your sandals off and walking along the beach and listening to the ocean. Lying in bed when it's absolutely chucking it down with rain outside. And being in those moments of actually, yeah, this is amazing. I'm so grateful that I am warm and I'm listening to the rain outside. It's so good. You know what I mean? Because you're snug and warm in bed and it's raining, you know. So really, really know that your life is supposed to be fun and joyful. It's not supposed to be stressed and drama and chaos and sticky and icky and funky and negative and full of BS all the time, you know. It is about enjoying life. So sprinkle lots of great things in your life, like confetti. Have a look in your local area. Are there some things that you can do? Can you go for a walk around the lake? Can you feed the birds, not bread, but obviously can you feed them bird food or something? You know, is there something you can do? Do you like museums? Do you like walking around the city? You know, there's many things that you do. Every year we go to the pumpkin patch, and even though we can get a pumpkin for less money in the store down the road, we would rather go to the pumpkin patch because it's a whole massive experience. You get to go there in your wellies. You get muddy, you get a wheelbarrow and you go into the fields and you can take photos of you holding all these pumpkins. You can get them, choose your pumpkin, they're all different colours, they're not just orange, by the way, and you can go and put them in the car. You can go and have a look at the animals because it's on a farm. You can go to the cafe and sit down, and all of this stuff, it's actually the experience and the memories along with it. You know what I mean? Flying in a helicopter is absolutely phenomenal. So it's like seeing the below wherever you are, whether it's, for me it was Niagara Falls, and then also the other side was New York. So I've been seen two completely different sides. So one was obviously over Niagara Falls, the water and all of that amazing breathtaking view, and then obviously you've got New York, which is a whole different experience again. But it's actually knowing that those experiences, whether you've been to concerts, you know, it's different from listening to a CD or listening to a download. It really is different being in those experiences and in those moments. It really is great, and it's a point of fulfilling your life. But not everything needs to be money, if you get me drift. There's so many things that you can do to show up to your life and make memories that don't cost a lot of money or are free themselves. So that could be going to your local park, sit there reading a book, listen to music, sunbathe, you know, have a picnic, which obviously will cost you a bit of money for the food, but you know, just enjoy life, make memories, spend time with people you love. And over the last 4 years, I'm recording this in 2024, and from 2020 up until now, we've all changed. We've all experienced our lives differently in those moments we were forced to in 2020. And it's like, yeah, now you need to know what's important to you, because what's important to you, what adventures you want, what you want your life to be like, is completely different than it was before then. You've got a different outlook now. Many opportunities, many doors and windows are open to you completely. And it really is all about having enriching experiences, of which I've recorded a podcast previously about enriching experiences and, you know, all of that stuff. But really knowing that your life is for living, it's important, you are important, and know that you can and will achieve anything you set your mind to. So laugh more, enjoy life, have fun, make memories, Have the best time while you're here. Your life is so precious. And so I'll leave you with this. Always know that you can make changes, you can adjust things, and you don't have to let your past define you. I'm sending you lots of love. Keep going always, and I'll see you on the next one.